Green light. All right, goodness. I'm running behind to this morning or this afternoon, this evening, whatever time it is. And so thank you for being patient with me while I'm getting loaded on. If you're watching the recording, thank you for being here right on time. Let me go post this on our website. Website is jollyrogerukulele.com. And from there, you'll get today's sheet music, everyday sheet music. And then you will also pick up our schedule and all that good stuff. So let me link our course here to the website, update and update. All right, so we've updated there. I'll check it in just a second. Key of F Arpeggio, arpeggiator. And let me click here to put our little logo on. Ukulele, lesson 27. This is really more or less the official end of the course, so it's very exciting. https://jollyrogerukulele.com, and then I can tweet, and there we go. We're all tweeted. We're all set up. That's done. That's done. Looks like it has the wrong. Do I have the right? Oh, I'm fine. Okay, let's see here. It looks like I made a mistake. It didn't take the little photo that we use. So hold on. We want to have it's we got to get our branding right. Let's see, 27. There, save. All right, that changes everything. Now let me go make sure the link is working, and then we'll be ready to roll. Today's the hardest, what I think is the hardest song, or the hardest exercise, I guess, in the entire Foundation series. This one requires you to bring all of the stuff you learned, more or less. All right, works fine. Hi, everybody. Who made it in so far today? Michelle is in. 71 and sunny in Rockaway Beach. Sound is good. That's what we want, right? Let's see. Vic is in. Sound is good up in Eugene. Blue sky, 77 degrees. You guys both got blue skies and 70s today. That's what we want, right? Nice. All right. Let's get our ukuleles in position. In tune. That means it's probably time to change the strings. It should never just be in tune. Oh, jeez. Let's see. All right, there's that, and I need to open up this, and I need to open up this. So we're working on the key of F major for ukulele today, and this is, as I said earlier, probably maybe the most demoralizing of all of the pieces that we have. It really is pretty challenging, but it does go directly right back to this idea of, hey, we need to be able to play arpeggios when we're playing regular music, because that's what we're going to use to decorate the music. We have the melody line, we have the chords. When we use arpeggios, we're basically taking the time when the melody gets kind of boring, and we add decoration from the chord, and we use a system usually called arpeggios. It's not quite improvising, but it's up there. It's it has this sense of, hey, we have to fill this space up with some type of music, and the easiest and fastest and most reliable way to make your music sound better is to use an arpeggio. So that's what we'll be working on here today, and it's your last arpeggio, and so we are days away from you wrapping up Foundations class, and so it's very exciting, I hope, for you. Michelle and Thornton made it in. It's cloudy up there and it's cloudy down here. Kind of felt like rain when I was out a minute ago. Q is in from California. California blue skies, but no rain. We're drying up. Water rationing. Oh no, yeah, I know. California doesn't have any water these days, so too many people and not enough water. All right, let's get going. Let's make some music. Grab your F chords. Dun, 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 all the way back to day 3 or something. Okay, and plunk that. Then you've got 201. That's thumb, index, middle, and plunk it twice more. D minor, you just add your ring finger underneath the F chord and you're ready to go. Play that. Thumb, index, middle, 2, 2, 1, and plunk it twice. Yesterday we learned B flat. It's a bummer. Just, you're probably going to sound like this. And that's fine. That's how you're making your B flat right now. Squeeze pretty hard with your thumb and it may help. Pluck twice. Now here's important. Before you move anything, leave your B flat right here. When you see a mess like that, you see C chord and you want desperately to have a C chord, right? But there are lots of other C chords on an ukulele. And so what we're going to do is we're going to take your B flat shape, we're going to slide it up to the 3rd fret. So you don't need to move anything. You just keep this all in exactly the same position. Just slide it up to the 3rd fret, plunk that, and then thumb, index, middle, and plunk it twice. Okay? If yours sounded like this, it's 100% fine, just as long as you have your the shape correct and you're trying, right, to squeeze it. It's going to work out fine in the long run. We're just going to wait for this muscle in your thumb to get tougher, and then all of a sudden you'll be fine. Okay, that's it. Now let's go back to at measure 9. Let's go back to your F chord. Grab that. Haven't tuned your uke? What? Yeah, tune that uke up. Let's get going. Glad you're here. Let's do an F chord at measure 9. Now instead of thumb, index, middle, you're going to do middle, index, thumb. Measure 10, plunk it twice. Measure 11, D minor, just add your ring finger, plunk it. Middle, index, thumb. Plunk it twice. Measure 13. Grab your B flat. Plunk it. Middle, index, thumb. Plunk it twice. Slide up to 3. Don't lift it up. Just slide it up. And then plunk. Middle, index, thumb. Plunk. Plunk. Okay, now look at this mess in the next line. Don't worry. Don't freak out. Okay, all you're going to do, hold the same shape mostly, okay, but we're going to slide up to 5 and we're going to lift up your middle finger. Okay, so you have a bar on 5 and you have a your ring finger is still in the same place it was for the B flat shape, so it's on the 7th fret on the top here, and your middle finger is going to be, we're going to be using that, we're going to push it down, pull it up, push it down, pull it up, push it down, pull it up as we go through here. Big takeaway here, these 2 chords, D minor, we've already played it down here, now we're playing it up here, okay? So what we're really playing is A minor, if we move it up 2, it's a B minor, if I move it up 3, to the 3rd fret, it's a C minor, and when I move it to the 5th fret, it's a D minor. This is going to come up a lot. This shape is going to come up a lot. In fact, we're going to be using it today in Piano Man. Okay, so this shape is here. The other shape, measure 18, you're going to have the bar chord still on 5, but the F shape in front of it, so your middle finger is actually going to be on the 2nd string. This is also a B flat. Okay, so yesterday we learned this B flat, and today we're learning this B flat. Okay, so we have a lot of B flats in our life. The reason it comes up a lot is we play a lot of music in ukulele in the key of F, and so this D minor is going to come up a lot. This B flat is going to come up a lot. This D minor is going to come up a lot, and this B flat is going to come a lot. So even though this is a pretty hard piece of music, it's not without merit. We are going to be using these chords a lot down the road, so it's just fine to spend a little bit of time with them. So measure 17, bar on 5, ring finger on 7. Okay, let's pluck that 4 times. Now put your middle finger down on the 2nd string, and it's going to be in the 6th fret. Play that 4 times. Lift it up your middle finger and play it 4 times. Put your middle finger back down. One last time to 21. We're going to do the D minor. You're going to turn the page. Put your middle finger back down. Now you're going to slide back to the 3rd fret, and you've got to move your middle finger up 1 string so it's on the 3rd string at the 4th fret. Okay? Now it's back to that C chord. Pluck that 4 times. And when we play this for rear, your hand is going to cramp up. Okay? Probably. And then at measure 24, we go back to your open strings, and you see it's got the little glissando next to it, so strum that. Okay, beautiful. Now, we got straight melody here, so I would just play that with my thumb. And then 0001, that's a C7. A little more melody here. Nice C7. Now you have 4 open F chords, so grab your F chord, switch to your claw, play 4 of those. At the end of 32, there's a repeat, and it's going to throw you all the way back to measure 1. Okay, we won't do that today. We will do that on Monday when we have our beginning of the week concert. And so just know that we're to play the part we just played. You're supposed to play it twice. We're going to go back and play it one more time, just one time through. Let's go from 33 to the end. So at 33, again, a pattern shows up. So you want to grab your claw shape, hold your F chord 2010. That's thumb, index, middle, index. The same thing again. Now put your D minor on. Just add your ring finger. Grab your B flat, and that you can use a full bar, partial bar. In this case, since you're not playing, pardon me, since we're not playing the 1st string, you don't even need to hold anything down, really. Just make sure this is on 1. Play that twice. Measure 39, our favorite measure. Measure 40, F chord, D minor, B flat, C, and big F. Okay, and then just let the fermata above that, the little eyeball looking thing at 42, it says just let that ring all the way out. It goes for a little while. Luckily with ukulele we don't have a ton of sustain, and so usually the chord dies out relatively quickly, but so we can put a fermata on the last chord just fine and let it ring out. You don't put those on the end of a piano thing, right? Because if you do that on a piano, it'll ring for days, and so that would be silly. Smoke up there from Canadian fires. Oh, geez, the whole North America. You know what? I guess this is a thing now. I guess this is what we do. That's a bummer, Sandy. Okay. Let's play the top to bottom. We'll ignore the repeat today. We just want to make sure that you have something to work on. Then we'll play it on baritone, and then you'll be set to run off. Okay? So F chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plunk, thumb, index, middle, plunk, plunk, D minor. Just add your ring finger. Plunk, thumb, index, middle, plunk, plunk. Get your B flat on as best you can. Plunk, thumb, index, middle, plunk, plunk. Slide forward. Plunk, thumb, index, middle, plunk, plunk. Back to your F chord. Plunk, middle, index, thumb, plunk, plunk, D minor, plunk, middle, index, thumb, plunk, plunk, B flat, plunk, middle, index, thumb, plunk, plunk, slide forward, plunk, middle, index, thumb, plunk, plunk, D minor, bar on 5, ring on 7, go, plunk, 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 add your middle finger, plunk, 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 take it off, plunk, 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 add it, plunk, 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 take it off, plunk, 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 page 2, plunk, 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 slide back to the C and move your middle finger up 1, plunk, 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 F chord. Okay, the melody 1 1 3 0 1 1 3 0 2 2 1 0 strum 1 1 3 0 3 2 1 1 strum and then pluck. Now on Monday we'll do the repeat. Today we're not going to. Let's keep going at 33. Still on your F chord. Play. Thumb, index, middle, index, thumb, index, middle, index. Add your ring. Thumb, index, middle, index, thumb, index, middle, index, B flat, thumb, index, middle, index, thumb, index, middle, index, all zeros, plunk, 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 F chord, plunk, D minor, plunk, B flat, plunk, zeros, plunk, and then a long F chord. Okay. It's a very, very pretty little piece of music with all of the different things you get to do in it. Lots of different skills are going on there, and I know when you the first time you get it, you're like, oh my gosh, this is really hard. But I do think there's not a thing in here that you're not going to run into in even today. If you stick around for the third class, almost all of these things are in that song, Piano Man, and so. Lots and lots of good stuff here for you to use down the road. Take your time, be very slow and patient with your hands going through it, and then also just make sure you know that this is super hard. This is crazy hard, and so don't judge yourself as a ukulele player based on whether you can play this or not. Judge yourself as a human being that you're trying, right? And knowing that you'll play this pretty horrible this week, and then a year from now this will be no big deal, right? And so that's the thing you got to remember. All right, let's grab the baritone version of this. Changed strings on this 2 weeks ago, and they're still settling in. All right, so now the baritone version is in the key of C. Let's go get that one up. Okay. All right, everything's the same. It's just we're in a different key. But if you're a ukulele player, you're not going to play the tablature. You're going to play the chords. And so you have C chord, A minor chord, F chord, and G chord. Okay, and your job is to just back me up. Okay, 4 beats, 4, 4, 4, 4. Okay, now when you get to like measure 13 through like 26 7 or something, the A chord gets pretty weird, right? But as ukulele players, you're not going to go up the neck or any of that. You stay in your home position because you're just on chords. Let the baritone players do all of the weird fingering that they got to do. Okay, so C major from the top, or yeah, C major, baritone, and ukulele players, you play your chord shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Measure 5. Slide up to 7. F chord, A minor, F chord, A minor, F chord. Go to your G chord, and then your C chord. Okay, page 2. Just pause there for a moment. Next, on Monday, we will make that turnaround. We will do the repeat. Today, we're not going to. Go on to 33. Ready? Play. F chord. A minor, F chord, G chord, C chord, and then just let it ring. Okay, pretty little tune. Lots of cool skills in there, and again, it's the hardest song I think probably in the entire Foundation series. So yeah, it's going to be want to make sure that you stay plugged in and not get too sad if you're playing this poorly. If you're playing this well, congrats, man. That's a big deal. It's a really pretty challenging song, and even for me, I've been teaching this thing for years and years and years. It takes my full attention to play this thing, and so there's that. Now, let's talk briefly about our plans for the future and where you're at and what we're doing. Okay, so we're at lesson 27, which is sort of technically the last official lesson where there's anything to learn in our series. Tomorrow we're going to do Aloha Oi. It's a stretch piece. It's not really part of the foundation class, but it does a nice job of bringing a sort of a conclusion to all of this, which is to bring a true Hawaiian tune in, to go back to the A. Remember back in the beginning, that little booklet, we had A chord, D chord, and E7. Those are the chords in Aloha Oi. And so we start, but it's the rhythm is kind of challenging on it because we're starting into world music and it doesn't necessarily follow the same rules that our brains are used to, and so that'll be a stretch piece for tomorrow, and it's a great piece to have. It really is fun. I worked with the guitar players on it last night, I think, and just really a joy to hear the sounds that come out of it. Monday, Carnival of Venice, Daisy Bell, Key of F Arpeggio, and Aloha Oi. Tuesday, we will wrap everything up with Scarborough Fair. And then Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we'll just come in and we'll hang out, we'll play music, and then that'll be that. And then we're going to play music out of your book one. And so hopefully you should at this point have everything printed out and in your book, and we would just go through and we'll pick just stuff for fun to play. We'll play quite a bit out of the little book, just sort of do that, use that as a wrap-up time. And then obviously you're thinking about your future. For some people it makes sense to take the foundation class 2, 3, 4, 27 times, doesn't matter, just to continue to get your basic toolbox in really good shape. For some people you're like, no, I got it, I know what's going on, and you move into book 2 and you don't, and the next time you go into book 1 you'll be teaching somebody else how to do what you're already doing. So we will take a break from Foundation Series after next week. I probably won't do another one until September. So, but as you guys know, all the sheet music and all the videos and all the lessons are right up on the Baritone and Ukulele page. And beginner or not, you are always, you can just come in, sit down, and play. And if you will follow the system all the way through lessons 1 through 30, you will end up being end up being the best ukulele player in your neighborhood for sure. And that's my goal, is to get all of the best ukulele players in a little group. Right, we're going to corral everybody together, and then I don't know, then we'll take over the world. Q asks if we want to repeat or review foundations, we can go into the archives. Right, absolutely. What I would do, rather than going into the archives, I would just go to the Baritone and Ukulele tab, and I would just go down those lessons. Each one has a link to lessons. There's you can click on the sheet music and the lesson, and so you just go through and review it all the way through if you want. And again, once we get to September, I will do another round of new foundations classes, and so you can absolutely just come in and at that point. Daisy Bell is beautiful. Yeah, via IBM. Yeah, absolutely. So, nice. All right, guys. I'm gonna pull the plug, and I will see most of you guys in book 2. We're working on playing some Bach, and then of course in book 3 we're playing Piano Man. So feel free to come join us and play along with those guys. I'm gonna pull the plug here. You guys have a wonderful day, and then I will see all y'all tomorrow for Aloha Oi. And thanks for being here, guys. Good to see you all, and opia me. Good. Thanks for joining us for your. I don't know if this is your first time or not, but glad you're here. All right, Michelle, Vic, Marilyn, call her Q, Sandy, all y'all. Robin made it in. Good. I'll see all y'all a little later. Hit the thumbs up if you haven't done that already. Thanks. Peace.